Good evening and welcome to another Nantucket Sports Connection production of Nantucket Whalers Sports. Tonight we are coming to you live from John J. O'Neill Gymnasium as the girls varsity basketball team plays host to the Seahawks from Cape Cod Academy in another Cape and Islands Maritime Division matchup. I am Chris Morris, your voice of Whaler Sports, alongside Sean Davis, who provides us with all the pictures from tonight's game. As always, we are excited to be bringing you Whalers home games right here on the NSC. We're just a couple minutes away from tip-off, and the Whalers are going to have to bring their A game tonight as they face the top squad in the division. Coach Osana is hoping that it's a much more competitive attitude tonight as they got drubbed against Monomoy, a 29-point loss. They are 3-5 overall, 0-1 in Maritime Division play. Got to look for less turnovers tonight. Reagan Perry, CC Barnett, and McLean will have to do a better job of facilitating the offense, and they will need to hit some shots. Tomoe Marner, Abby Boylan, and Quitzy Sullivan also need to get involved and look for their shots. Caroline Correa back in the lineup as well, and she will start as one of the forwards for the Whalers. CCA comes into tonight's game atop the Maritime Division at 2-0 in league play, overall 2-5, so they have made their wins count. They're coming off a thrilling double overtime win against the Vineyard. We'll see them in here on Saturday as well. Coach Catherine Marvulo has turned the program around in just a few years and went from not having enough players to do 5-on-5 drills to now competing for a league title. We'll keep an eye on Lily Shanahan, who's coming off a 16-point output in the win over the Vineyard. Mackenzie Balfour, Kalijah Moore, and Mavis O'Neill also in the mix offensively. Once again, thanks for joining us here on the NSC. Should be another competitive game as we get ready for the player introductions, and we're almost ready for tip-off. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to John J. O'Neill Gymnasium for tonight's matchup between the visiting Seahawks of Cape Cod Academy and your Nantucket High School Whalers. Nantucket High School, the Cape and Islands League, and the MIAA ask that all in attendance practice good sportsmanship in the support of your teams and in the conduct towards your players, coaches, officials, and other spectators. Violations to our spectator code of conduct will not be tolerated and may result in dismissal from tonight's game. We thank you for your cooperation. And here are tonight's starting lineups, beginning with the Cape Cod Academy Seahawks. Number 3, Allie Mooring. Number 4, Lily Shanahan. Number 15, Mackenzie Balfour. Oh. Number 13, Jenna Marsh. So she's 20. And number 32, Kalijah Moore. Well, I can only do what I can do. And now for your Nantucket Whalers starting lineup. Number 2, Caroline Correa. Number 3, CC Barnett. Number 4, Reagan Perry. Number 13, Tomoe Marner. And number 33, McLean Willett. And now, if we could please all rise, remove our hats for the playing of our national anthem. right, Whalers fans, are you ready? Got to give a quick shout out to our incredible sponsors for supporting the Nantucket Sports Connection, Nantucket Comedy Festival's proud supporters of Whalers sports. Check them out at nantucketcomedy.com. Find your funny, great stand up and learn kids program is now accepting reservations, so check it out at nantucketcomedy.com. Health Imperatives of Nantucket, providing free and low-cost sexual and reproductive health care, the WIC Nutrition Program, and Young Parent Support, 228-9189. William Ravis Real Estate. For all your real estate needs on Nantucket, it is ravisnantucket.com. 8 Arm Chef Services, providing year-round private chef, full-service catering, and prepared meal services. Our good friends over at Nantucket Studio, it's Vinny Pizzi Jr. Check them out at nantucketstudio.com. And Nantucket Stone, for all your beautiful stone work. It's 54 Old South Road. I was actually over there and said hello to both the Vinnies. So great stuff at Nantucket Stone. And we are underway. Marner tips it ahead. And looks like CeCe Barnett tries to get it going over to Reagan Perry. And the first shot blocked by the Seahawks, Kalijah Moore. It was Caroline Correa with the shot. And it is number 20, that's Mackenzie Balfour. Thought about the three and decided against it. Little man-to-man defense for the Whalers. Inside, nice little give and go. Blocked by Marner. Back out, running out of time to shoot. Good shot, and Correa gathers the rebound. She dribbles it out herself over to Barnett, and they get the offense set up. 2-3. A little man-to-man from the Seahawks as well. Glad to see Correa back on the floor. She averages about 8 points a game, so good to have another offensive cog in it, as that has been a problem for the Whalers. Marner gets her own shot, goes in, loses it, but tips it right to Correa. Out to Perry. Barnett puts it up off the rim, no good. Correa with another rebound. And tipped out of bounds, gonna stay Nantucket ball. Much better shots right off the bat for Nantucket. Oh, nice inbounds play to Barnett, puts it up and in. CeCe Barnett off the inbounds play. 2-0. Balfour. Hands it off. Intercepted by Perry. She's got Correa up ahead. And Seahawks defense gets back. Nice bounce pass into Tamoy Marner. Fouled and one. Tamoy Marner with the layup. And she'll get a chance for a 3-point play. 4-0 the count early on. Off the side of the rim. And Seahawks quickly up the court. Nice little hesitation move. Good pass inside, but unable to handle it. Four nothing our count. Perry drives in, pass over to Marner at the free throw line. Left side, Willette up with a three, no good. Battle for the rebound. Seahawks get it, and they are quickly out. Balfour looks to push. Whalers are back on defense, but she pulls up for three off the back rim. Perry gathers the rebound, and she's up ahead of the crowd. She goes up with it, blocked. Willette gathers the rebound, puts it up and in. 6-0, the early lead. Another turnover by the Seahawks, and much better energy tonight from the Whalers. They were saddled with turnover after turnover. I don't even want to say how many they have, but it was too many, let's just say. So much better handling of the ball already. Oh, nice pass inside. Marner's got a free lane, and it drops in. Tamoy Marner gives the Whalers an 8-0 lead early. And off the hands of Balfour, and the Whalers get it back, looking to add to their lead. Barnett trying to dribble out of trouble. It was tipped, so no backcourt. She's now got a man advantage over to Correa with a short jumper. No good, but unable to handle it. Oh, it looked like it went off the Seahawks there, but they get the call. And timeout. Catherine Marvulo is going to talk it over with her ladies. .4:45 to go. We'll be back here in a moment on the Nantucket Sports Connection. Back to the action here at John J. O'Neill Gymnasium. Your Whalers have an 8-0 lead, 4:45 and counting. As the Seahawks will look to get on the board here. They've had good motion offense, just turnovers, 5 straight turnovers. Only had 1 shot. Nice little give and go once again. Shot foul. As Lily Shanahan did a little give and go with Balfour. And that'll be the first team foul on Nantucket. CC Barnett called for the foul. And Shanahan gets the Seahawks on the board. Eight to 1 our score with 4:30 left. Mavis O'Neill into the game for the Seahawks as Shanahan converts the second free throw as well. Perry's got some room. She pulls up, just inside the 3-point line. She's got to look for her shot. Barnett drives in. Marner, pump fake. Willette over to Perry with a shot for 3. Off the rim, no good. Marner battling for it, but unable to gather it. Pass inside, Perry with a steal. And it'll be CC Barnett to bring it up for the Whalers. 8-2 our score early on here. Midway through the first quarter, actually. Nice little pick and roll with Tamoy Marner from CC Barnett. Correa battles after, and then Perry controls. Another offensive rebound. Barnett for 3, no good. And that's going to be Nantucket ball. Perry gathers it in the paint over to Barnett. Perry going to shoot another 3. In and out. Good look. And she went after the ball and gets herself a held ball. Seahawks with the possession. Good effort, however. Around the perimeter it goes. 3-pointer up and good. Jenna Marsh for 3. Perry gets a screen, dribbles in, out to Willette on the wing. She gets a screen as well. And 3 seconds, the violation called. I believe it was Correa in the lane, a little too long. So 8-5, nice little 5-0 run for the Seahawks to get back into this. After the Whalers sprinted out to an 8-0 lead. Marsh at the top of the key now in the wing. Tipped away by Perry. 15 to shoot for the Seahawks. Marsh gets it in the corner. Perry hounding. McKenzie thought about it. Pump fake in. Perry gets a hand in there and steals it away. Pass into the corner. Correa grabs it. She puts a move on and tries to thread the needle to Marner, and that was a dangerous pass to begin with. Jenna Marsh up with the shot. Off the rim. Willette grabs the rebound for the Whalers. Barnett, and a timeout called by Rafael Osana. He'll talk it over at 2:15 left in the first period, first quarter. 8-5 our score. You are watching Whaler Sports on the NSC. Whalers break the huddle and sticking with the starting five thus far through the first quarter. 8-5, the Whalers hold the lead. They sprinted out to an 8-0 lead, and CC Barnett's got a lane. Oh, but decides not to go up with it. Perry for three, that's going to be short. And a battle for the rebound. Still alive. And it will remain Whalers basketball. Fresh shot clock. Into Perry. Over the head of Barnett, but she tracks it down. Sets it up, looking for a screen. Gets a nice screen from Tamoy Marner. She goes up with it, layup off the rim. Nice physical screen there. Held her position as Tamoy Marner's got that wide base. That is good screen, a nice little pick and roll, and Marner called for the foul. It'll be Mackenzie Balfour, who's actually wearing number 20 tonight. Drew the foul on the give and go. They've ran that play a couple of times from either side of the wing. Balfour up and no good with the first free throw. Second free throw from Balfour is up and good. So 1 out of 2, 8-6 are now our score. Some pressure from the Seahawks, and Barnett nearly lost it. But again, Whalers have done a much better job taking care of the ball, and good shots have been plenty. Perry drives in and lays it up with the left. Reagan Perry gets into the scorebooks with her first bucket. Again, the lane has been open. And speaking of an open lane, that's good drive and drawing the foul. Jenna Marsh, that'll be a foul on Reagan Perry. Her first. Oh no, they called it. Yeah, Reagan Perry, her first, yep. First free throw up and good. Marsh leads the Seahawks with 4 thus far in the game. She's got a 3-pointer in addition to the free throw. Elijah Moore back into the game, replacing Mavis O'Neill. Second free throw short, and off to Caroline Correa. She looks to push, and we'll give it back to CC Barnett. Perry drives the lane, puts it up, foul. With a minute even. Again, nice looking drive there. And we need Reagan Perry to be more aggressive than she has been. Look for her shot because she is a gifted basketball player. 2 shots for Perry. First one off the back iron. Got to give an update to those of you that are interested in the boys' efforts across the pond against the same CCA team. Unfortunately, the boys came up short after a good battle in the first half. Marner with the rebound. Puts up a bit of a wild shot. And Correa pounding on defense, but it'll be Lily Shanahan. 3-pointer up, no good. Correa battles for it and ripped away, stolen away. And that should be a held ball situation. It will be Whaler ball, but good effort from both squads. Couple of players down on the ground, love that. 10-7, Whalers with the lead. Boys did fall short. 75-61 was the final. Obviously a closer contest than the score indicated. It's like turnovers and offensive rebounding are part of the problem. Another possession for the Seahawks. Balfour, nice little give and go once again, shot up and good. That has been working. For the Seahawks, tipped away. Seven seconds left. 10-9 our score. First quarter coming to a close here. Let's see if CC Barnett can get one off. 4, 3, 2, 1. Counts if it goes. Oh, just off the mark. But a good look from Caroline Correa to finish off a much, much better quarter for the Whalers. Able to get 10 points, including 4 from Tomoy Marner, hoops from CC Barnett, Reagan Perry, and McLean Willett. The Seahawks led by Jenna Marsh. She had 4, including a 3-pointer. 3 points from Balfour and 2 free throws for Shanahan. Round out the scoring for the Seahawks, who again started the game down 8-0, so 9-2 run to finish off the quarter. And we are in a 1-point game as we head into the second quarter. Be back here in a moment. You are watching Nantucket Whaler Sports on the Nantucket Sports Connection. And once again, welcome back to John J. O'Neill Gymnasium. Beginning of the second quarter here, 10-9. The score, Whalers up 1. Started the game with an 8-0 run, and the Seahawks countered with a 9-2 run to finish off the quarter. There's that give and go again. And it works again as Balfour able to roll it in. She now has 5 stolen. Wild shot goes up, and she gets her own rebound, though. Oh, hard foul. That was Lily Shanahan, as Tomoy Marner has now picked up her second foul. 4th on the team, and the run for the Seahawks continue as they are now on an 11-2 run. Free throw no good for Shanahan. Second free throw up and good. So she is 3 of 4 from the line for 3 points. And it is now 12-10. Pressure from the Seahawks. And Willett able to cross the timeline. Looks over to Perry. She drives the lane. Pass a little too high for Tomoy Marner. But again, much better ball control for the Whalers as we begin the second quarter play, just underway, under a minute. Drive in off the leg, and looks like it's going to go Nantucket's way. So turnover on the Seahawks. And CC Barnett splits the double team and gets it across the timeline, breaks the press. Perry. Oh, that's going to be an offensive foul. CC Barnett with a blatant push right out in the open. Can't do that. So 5th team foul already on the Whalers. Balfour inbounds to Jenna Marsh. Balfour at the top of the key. Willette giving her some room. And a drive on the floor, the call. CC Barnett now with her 3rd foul. She's going to have to come out of the game. Let's see who Coach Roth brings in. He leaves her in for now, though. I don't know if he's aware that she has 3. Drive in, Balfour, easy hoop. Jenna Marsh with a deuce. And it's now 14-10. The run continues. Correa misses a chippy. And Perry able to gather the offensive board. Good looking shot from Correa. Perry lost it as she dribbled into some trouble. CC Barnett back. But sprinting ahead is Lily Shanahan for another deuce for the Seahawks. She now has 7. And a turnover. Timeout, Rafael Osana. Coach Osana going to take a timeout here. Talk things over. As the Seahawks are now on a 16-2 run here midway through the first quarter into the beginning parts of the second quarter. We have 6:17 left to play. We'll be back to John J. O'Neill Gymnasium in a moment. (16-10) our score here in the second quarter. Minute 43 into the quarter, and it has been the Seahawks rebounding from a sluggish start. Whalers had an 8-0 lead to begin things, and now we find a 16-2 run. Seahawks have opened up their biggest lead of the game at 6 points. Balfour has 5, Jenna Marsh with 6, and Lily Shanahan has 5 as well. That is those are the 3 scores for the Seahawks. The Whalers have yet to score here in the period. Marner has 4, all in the first quarter. Off her hands, another turnover. And it looked like a travel, but no call. Jump shot up and in. Nice shot by Shanahan from the outside. 18-10 now. Perry's got Martin, 3-on-1. Nice little pass off the foot of Tamoy Marner. They practiced that 3-on-1 about 1 million times in practice, but unable to convert. And it'll be the Seahawks looking to add to their 8-point lead. Again, give and go. And traveling the call. Whalers fortunate there. Almost looked like a foul, but traveling the call. Perry with some room and numbers. Up ahead to Correa. She's got the shot blocked. Moore got a hand up and got a piece. Seahawks back the other way. Drive into the lane. Moore goes up with a shot and wedges it up against the rim. That is not easy to do, kids. Don't practice that one at home. And Tamoy Marner able to jar it loose. And that'll be Whaler ball. Must have been a hell ball situation there. So the Whalers will take over, looking to get back into it. And unable to get the player. I don't know what happened there. Mavis O'Neill trying to check in, but they didn't let her get in. Perry, oh, that's got to be a foul. Yep. Just the third team foul on the Seahawks. First on Mooring, and Perry dribbles up and into the lane, back out to Barnett. She drives to the point, paint. Willett with the jump shot, pure. McLean Willett gets the Whalers their first points in the second quarter here, 18-12, 4:50 and counting. Jump shot up, Shanahan off the rim. And it'll be Perry up ahead. Seahawks are back on defense. She gets a screen from Marner. Over to Correa. Close to steps. Willett for three. Good! McLean Willett for three. And the Whalers are back in it at 18-15. And a deep three up. Off the backboard, no good. Tomoy Marner gathers it over to Barnett. And the Whalers can get closer. They can tie it with another three. Perry. Willett feeling it and banks it in. Another three-pointer. She's on an 8-0 tear in the last minute and a half. McLean Willett has taken over here at John Jay. Nice drive and scoop, and Willett grabs the rebound. Whaler faithful wanted a foul there. Looked pretty clean though. 3:40 to go. We've got ourselves a tie ball game once again. Behind a McLean Willett barrage. Two from deep and a deuce. She has willed the Whalers back into it. Deep pass. And Shanahan gathers it. Pass on the interior. Move on Marner. Wow, goes off the rim. Tomoy Marner gathers the rebound. And Perry gathers and gets it across the timeline. Willett. See if she looks to put it up. She's got a screen. Drives, dishes. Correa with the three. Oh, just off the rim. Good looking shot there. And Balfour battling Reagan Perry for the ball. 18 apiece. Inside. Turnaround shot, no good. And Correa gathers it. Dangerous pass to Perry, but they get it across the timeline. Tomoy Marner, a little give and go with Reagan Perry. She drives in, lays it up and in! And the Whalers are back on top, 20-18. This is the best offensively I have seen the Whalers play this year. Nice dribbling by Shanahan. And she will draw the foul. Let's see who they call it on. CC Barnett. No, they call it on Perry, fortunately. So Perry picks up her second. Should be her second. Should have been a one-on-one. I don't know why they didn't shoot fouls there, but Balfour draws the foul. That'll be two shots. First foul on Correa. Free throw up, and it rims out. looking to give the Seahawks a lead once again, and she is here on the second one. Brings the Seahawks to within one. Dangerous pass, Correa able to gather it. Tipped out of bounds, coming our way, Shawnee, look out. Willette to inbounds for the Whalers. Up one, second quarter. Dangerous pass, nice pass inside to Correa. Oh, unable to get it. Marner gathers the rebound and lays it in. Again, good effort from Perry, Marner, and a great pass inside from Correa. Shot blocked. Oh, looked clean from where we are. Tamoy Marner got all ball, but the whistle blows. That is her third foul. As the Whalers hold a 3-point lead, Bella Scialetti hits the free throw. 22-20. And Tamoy Marner will sit. Again, Rafa has gone with the starting lineup all the way through the first half here. Casey Risenborough in as the first substitution. Second free throw off the back iron. And Casey Risenborough in a tough spot, turns it over. Pass inside, shot goes up, blocked. And CeCe Barnett gathers it. Oh, she was on the inline. But again, good effort. As the Whalers hold a 2-point lead, 1:45 to go here in the first half. Balfour inbounds to Shanahan. She drives the lane, goes up with the right, no good. And Willette gathers the rebound. Perry into the forecourt. Hands off to Barnett. She's got a lane. Oh, had the shot. And they're waving off the shot. Foul is on the ground, or on the floor. So just the fourth team foul. And the shot is up, Perry, off the front rim. Again, a good looking shot. Whalers with a 2-point lead. Steal by Barnett. And unable to control it. But again, good quick hands as she was in position to steal it. And Quincy Sullivan going to come in at the next. Oh, nice inbounds play, rolled in. And we've got a tie ball game as Scialetti once again. Scores the deuce. She's now got 3 in the quarter. And into the game, Quincy Sullivan. Her first action this evening, replacing CeCe Barnett. And a poke away, Perry controls. And now gains the advantage. Back out, Sullivan. Stolen away by Scialetti. Shanahan driving on Willette. Goes up with the shot and hits it. She will look for the 3-point play at the line. Shanahan's got 7 in the quarter, 9 for the game already. And the Seahawks now with a 3-point lead behind the drive and free throw. 3-point play. Correa able to gather a tough pass. She drives the lane and now has an open lane, unable to hit. And the Seahawks Balfour controls. Pass inside, nice catch, but Risenborough able to get a hand up and block it. One of our volleyball stars as well, Casey Risenborough. Good hands. Dangerous spot inbound. Shanahan now drives baseline, tipped away. And Balfour puts up the shot long. Sullivan runs after it. And on the inline, that'll be a turnover on the Seahawks. Whalers with a chance here. Just 9 seconds left in the first half. 25-22. Perry gets it. Dangerous spot. Willette gets it to the middle of the court. And a foul with 2 seconds to go. That's the kind of stuff that drives coaches crazy. Although they did have a foul to give, so actually not a bad foul. Boylan in, just 2 seconds for the Whalers to shoot. Into Risenborough. Boylan gets it up. Oh, off the rim. Great effort. Sullivan takes a tumble, but gets up without any help from those Seahawks. So we have reached halftime here at John J. O'Neill Gymnasium. Happy to have you along here on the Nantucket Sports Connection. A very competitive first half, 25-22. Whalers sprinted out to an 8-0 lead. 16-2 was the run for the Seahawks to take an advantage going into the midway through the second quarter. Then McLean Willette went off. She had 8 in a matter of a minute and a half. We'll take a quick break and analyze some more here. You're watching Nantucket Whaler Sports on the NSC. Good evening and welcome back to John J. O'Neill Gymnasium. You are watching the Nantucket Sports Connection. I am Chris Morris, your voice of Nantucket Whaler Sports. We are at halftime in a very competitive and a much better effort from the Whalers here this afternoon or this evening. 25-22, the three-point deficit. McLean Willette leads the Whalers with 10 points. She had 8 in a matter of about a minute and a half as she took over the second period, willing the Whalers back into it. Whalers had started off the game with an 8-0 lead, 16-2 the run to counter by the Seahawks, and then it was the McLean Willette show to even things up. Whalers took a 2-point lead in that second quarter, but inevitably the Seahawks got a 3-point play to close things out from Lily Shanahan, who leads the Seahawks with 10 points, 6 points each from Balfour and Jenna Marsh, and 4 points from number 11, Bella Scialetti, off the bench for the Seahawks. Do got to give a quick shout out to our fantastic sponsors who make the Nantucket Sports Connection happen. The Nantucket Booster Club, supporting Whalers athletics and the student athletes since the 1960s. Check out their website at nantucketboosterclub.com for all your Whaler gear. I know Jana's been working hard on updating the inventory, so lots of great stuff. Wear your Whaler pride at nantucketboosterclub.com. Nantucket Studio, a full-service brand marketing and digital design agency specializing in websites, social media, video, or email. It's nantucketstudio.com. Check out Vinny Pizzi, Junior, Wow. 8 Arm Chef Services, serving Nantucket year-round with private chef, full-service catering, and prepared meal services. It's ac8arms.com. Nantucket Stone, the island's only showroom for artisan architectural stonework and providing stone and quartz countertops for your home. They're doing a lot of work over at the showroom at 54 Old South Road. I popped in and said hello to both the Vinnies, and so look for a brand new showroom coming up throughout the winter and into the spring. Great stuff at 54 Old South Road. That's Nantucket Stone. William Ravis Real Estate, located conveniently on 17 Main Street. For all your real estate needs on Nantucket, you can call them at 228-9117. Kenny Hilbig doing a great job. He's got a great crew over there at William Ravis Real Estate. It's ravisnantucket.com, proudly supporting Whaler Nation. Health Imperatives of Nantucket, providing free and low-cost sexual and reproductive health care, the WIC Nutrition Program, and Young Parent Support. Their offices are at 20 Vesper Lane, or you can call them at 228-9189. And, of course, the Nantucket Comedy Festival. Kevin Flynn and his gang supporting Whalers Nation for many years. Great comedy festival, live comedy shows year-round, as they just had one for Stroll, and getting their Stand Up and Learn program organized as well. Always bringing the laughs. Find your funny at nantucketcomedy.com. So we're just a couple minutes away here from the second half tipping off. Again, the CCA comes in 2-0 in the Maritime Division of league play. So there's now 3 divisions in girls basketball in the Cape and Islands League. The Atlantic, the Lighthouse, which usually is what we have played in. But it's great that there's enough teams with kids that are playing hoops to divvy it into 3 divisions. So Martha's Vineyard, Cape Cod Academy, Monomoy, and Nantucket are all part of the Maritime Division. So Cape Cod Academy has beaten Monomoy and the Vineyard, and they have another rematch with Monomoy coming up very shortly as well. So all the games from now on pretty much are very important, as they're all part of the league games, and we have basically reached the halfway point here in the Whalers winter sports season. Got about a minute left with our halftime break here, as the Seahawks are taking a couple of shots to get loose here. The Whalers still getting some advice from Coach Osana and his gang. And we'll take a minute here and bring the action right back here as we get you all set up for more Whalers action on the Nantucket Sports Connection. Again, our halftime score is 25-22. We'll take a short break here and get you all set up for the second half. Whalers break the huddle. And again, Coach Roth went with pretty much the starting five. Quincy Sullivan had some minutes off the bench, and Casey Reisenborough had some minutes off the bench as Tomoy Marner is in some foul trouble. She's got 3. Really the only trouble for the Whalers. So we'll have to see if she can avoid that 4th foul here as we begin the second half of play with the Whalers getting the ball first. And quickly, a whistle and a turnover 1 second into it, 2 seconds into it, as CC Barnett had a backcourt violation. Not the way Coach Rafael Osana drew it up. So it'll be the Seahawks with their first possession of the second half. Good perimeter passing, cut to the hoop, but a lot of white jerseys there, and it's Marner gathering the turnover. Perry now was hounded by Shanahan. And she gets a pass over to Correa for the shot off the front rim. But a good looking jumper, and she's up. Correa's after it at midcourt, and Tomoy Marner gathers the rebound. Nice effort by Caroline Correa to get the ball and extend to another possession for the Whalers. Willette, top of the key. Perry gets some room. And another high screen. Willette drives in, blocked, but a foul called. 2 shots for McLean Willette coming up. Again, she leads the Whaler attack with 10. First free throw up, off the back rim, no good. Second free throw up, and good. 25-23, just a 2-point lead for the Seahawks. Willette again leads all scorers now with 11. Shanahan, good drive into the lane. Reverse layup, no good. Nice try though, and Willette gathers it. Double teamed underneath, and that will be a held ball. Seahawks get the possession. And a steal. Barnett's up ahead of the crowd. She gathers it up, goes up with it, no good. Correa gathers the rebound, however, and puts it up and in. We are tied, 6:35 in the third quarter. 25 apiece. Oh, Balfour thought about it from deep again. Shanahan shoots a 3 off the back rim. Tipped out, and that will be Whaler ball. Tie ball game at 25. Barnett gets the inbound pass. Nice screen, and she's got some room. Over to Correa, tip pass, but Correa goes up with a shot, no good. Perry looking for CC Barnett, but Shanahan comes out of it with the steal. She drives on Willette and will pull it up. That should be double dribble, travel, something, guys. Double team. And Perry with the steal. Good move to evade the defender. Oh, just off the rim. Great steal and drive. Up ahead. Oh, nice pass to Balfour. Marner playing with 3 fouls, so she avoids the 4th foul, saves it to Barnett. Over to Perry. And she will slowly get it up, although Correa's open in the left wing. She goes up with a 15-footer, no good. So good action back and forth here. And a tie ball game, 5-19 and counting here in the third quarter. Good switch by the Whalers. And gonna be a held possession. Whalers will get it. Substitution for the Seahawks, Mavis O'Neill, Quincy Sullivan into the game, replacing Reagan Perry. I got a hunch that will be a short break. Willette inbounds to Tomoy Marner, who faces a double team up ahead to Correa. Oh, she didn't see Mooring coming in the steal. Balfour racing ahead. Willett after her, goes up with the shot and draws the foul. Just the first team foul on Nantucket. Balfour going to shoot two. Try and give the Seahawks the lead once again. Willett with her second. Shot is good. Second free throw also good. And hounding defense, up with the shot, no good, but Shanahan, good effort. And Shanahan steals the inbounds, up to Balfour, up with a layup. 29-25. Balfour with her fourth point of the second half. They have turned up the defensive pressure, have the Seahawks. Already forcing a couple of turnovers this half. Willett at the top of the key, gets a screen. Unable to shake Balfour. Inside to Correa. Double team. And held ball possession to the Seahawks. They own a 4-point lead here, 29-25. Balfour at the top of the key. Looking for a shot. Correa with a near steal. Shanahan over to Balfour. Trying to shake Willett. She goes inside. Turnaround shot off the front rim. Shanahan once again active on the offensive end. And it's Kalijah Moore with the hoop. As the Seahawks now have a 6-point lead. Great drive. CeCe Barnett explodes to the lane. And she draws a foul. She'll go to the line to shoot two. First one rolls off the rim. Whalers trying to cut it to a 4. Second free throw off, no good as well. And a double dribble. Kalijah Moore knew it as soon as she picked up her dribble. Turnover right back to the Whalers. And Boylan into the game, and she's firing just off the rim. But the Whalers control the rebound. Tamoy Marner with a shot fake, drives into trouble. And once again, a hell ball. Whalers do get it back, however. New shot clock. Down 6 here with 3:16 to play in the third quarter. Barnett drives in on Shanahan. Try to get it out to Boylan. Back over to Perry. Around the perimeter. Tamoy Marner open for a jumper. Rolls in and rolls out somehow. But we'll control Marner with another jumper short. And Balfour gathers the rebound. That was in and out twice. I don't know how that happens. I'm not a physics major, though. And a traveling. Shuffled the feet before she dribbled. Balfour with the turnover. Right back to the Whalers. Into Tamoy Marner. And unfortunately, she turns it over. And Mooring hits the jumper. as the lead has now stretched to 8. And that's going to be a body on Mooring. Called for the foul. Just the second team foul on the Seahawks, but they have exploded here in the second half. First part of this third quarter, 2:28 to go, 33-25. The lead has swelled to 8 for the Seahawks. We'll be back here in a moment. You are watching Whaler Sports on the NSC. Back here at John J. O'Neill Gymnasium, where the Whalers find themselves down 8 after being down just 3 here going into the second half. Balfour leads the way for the Seahawks. She now has 13. McLean Willett is in double digits for the Whalers. She has 11. Reagan Perry with 6. It's been a little more aggressive defense from the Seahawks, forcing some turnovers. Whalers were much better with the ball in the first half. We'll see if they can dig deep here and come up with another run to get back in this thing. They find themselves down 8 with 2:28 to go here in the third quarter. Barnett over to Perry. Gets a screen. Willett drives the lane up with the shot, and she is fouled. So McLean Willett will go to the line looking for her 12th and 13th point. Try and get the Whalers back in this thing. First free throw, good. She's now 3 of 5 at the line. Second free throw also rolls in. 33-27 our count now as the Whalers inch a little closer. Screen from Balfour, Shanahan. It's Balfour. She looks inside. Again, that little give and go, it's been there all evening. Whalers have not found an answer for it. Balfour with another hoop. He's got 6 in the half. Tipped away, Shanahan gathers it. Up against CC Barnett, and she will draw the foul. Once again, turnovers have been a problem for the Whalers. And this second half has seen a few of them already. And that'll be Shanahan at the line for the Seahawks. She hits the first. 36-27. Largest lead of the game for either team. And she is here. That's a good looking free throws. 37-27, 10-point lead and another turnover. Pass too high for Tamoy Marner. 10-point lead now for the Seahawks. Largest of the game. Shanahan. Now it's Balfour at the top of the key. She gets a screen, switched. Inside, little size advantage, turnaround shot. Tamoy Marner with a good rebound. Willett has numbers. Boylan with her. She goes up with the shot, off the rim, no good. Barnett unable to gather. Boylan gets a steal. Willett with a jumper. Good! McLean Willett has had herself a game here. She continues to put it in the basket. She's got 15. So we approach a minute. Shanahan with the pullback. Oh, and she hits for 3. A little step back for Lily Shanahan. Tough spot, tipped away. Balfour easily drives to the lane and scores. And Perry in trouble again, but it'll be off the Seahawks, so Willett inbounds. Up ahead to Barnett. Pass to the corner. Boylan. Off. Shanahan sprints ahead. Barnett keeping right with her. And they pull it up. Rifle pass. Balfour with a nice catch, saving coach's face there. And another great give and go, but Balfour unable to complete it. Willette. Balfour steals and puts it up and in. 44-29, the lead has swelled to 15. 2 seconds, 1 second, blocked. And that's how things will end here in a very exciting third quarter, despite the fact that the Seahawks have extended their lead to 15 points. Again, the Whalers playing with much better energy, but once again plagued by some turnovers. They had 6 in the quarter, but the Seahawks have found their stride as Mackenzie Balfour had 8 in the quarter. She's now got 14. 6 in the quarter for Shanahan. She now has 15. And we are hoping that the Whalers can put together a run here and get back into this thing. 44-29 as we head back in to John J. O'Neill Gymnasium in a moment. Fourth quarter upcoming. Whalers down 15. Welcome back to John J. O'Neill Gymnasium as we are looking to begin the fourth quarter of play here. The Seahawks have sprinted out to a 15-point lead, 44-29, so the Whalers have got some work to do. And it'll be Boylan, Risenborough, Correa, Perry, and CeCe Barnett in the game for the Whalers. Shanahan driving for the Seahawks. Balfour for 3, off the rim. Risenborough with the rebound. Perry gonna need some help. She's fouled. They had a couple of those that went uncalled, but Balfour called for it this time. Just the third team foul. Fourth team foul now. Perry gets it, tough spot, turnover. Balfour controls, and she'll wait for some help. Correa now hounding her. Again, that give and go has been there all night. Fortunately for the Whalers, the shot is off the mark, but Perry unable to handle. And a turnover once again. Their 8th of the second half. (44-29) our score, 7:23 and counting. Turnaround shot, and that has, again, been consistent. And Shanahan sprints after it, but it'll be Whaler ball. 7:13 left. And Barnett dribbles out of pressure and now has an advantage, but it is Elijah Moore getting her hand in to deflect it away. 26 to shoot for the Whalers. Inside to Risenborough. Back out to Perry, goes off of her hands. And the 9th turnover in the second half. Timeout. Rafael Osana is going to talk it over and maybe just get his team to relax here a little bit. They have been a little turnover happy here in the second half. 9 turnovers in the half. Neither team has scored, so it is still just a 15-point lead for the Seahawks with 7:05 to play. We'll take a minute here and get you right back to John J. O'Neill Gymnasium on the NSC. So Coach Osana drawing up a play here, see if he can get a good possession to get the Whalers going in the right direction. The Seahawks extending their 3-point lead in the third quarter to now 15 points. What's that? 75-61 CCA. Yeah, pulled away a little bit. Coach chatting with me here, so full service action here at the NSC. Seahawks, Moore. She's got that underhanded pass down pat. Rebound, Balfour puts it up and in. And she is having a game. Willette in the corner, that's a tough spot, but able to find Correa. Double team, and Willette backs it out. Shot no good. Tamoy Marner with a good look. Just unable to hit. Some perimeter passing, and Shanahan launches for 3 and hits. Lily Shanahan for 3, and it's now a 20-point lead. Pass ahead, tipped away. .6:11 to play, and the Seahawks have stretched it to 20 points. Into the game, number 20, and a traveling violation. That's on Alana Ferreira. I love her effort, though. Balfour tipped away by Correa, but gathered back up. Shanahan going to put it up from 15. Off the rim, no good. Tamoy Marner with the rebound. Willette dribbles ahead. Balfour bothers her. CC Barnett driving in. Pass out to Correa, unable to handle. And Barnett called for a foul, it looks like. Oh, she was actually out of bounds, so play stops at 5:33. Willette to inbounds. Barnett. And I have to get something going here in a hurry. And tipped away from her, but Willette able to gather the ball once again. She looks for a screen. Dangerous pass. Shanahan almost got the hands in there. And finally a foul called. Moore called for the infraction. So it'll be side out. Just a 5th foul. Barnett, shot up, no good. Tamoy Marner with the rebound and a foul. Moore called for the foul. .5:12 to go. It'll be Tamoy Marner with 2 shots. Into the game, Jenna Marsh, number 13 for the Seahawks, replacing Elijah Moore, who is actually fouled out. So 5 fouls on her. Should be 2 shots. Not sure what the confusion is, although the Seahawks have 6 fouls in the second half here, so the Whalers will be shooting on the next fouls. Tamoy Marner hits the free throw. She's out 7, but just 1 here in the second half. 49-30, second free throw off the back rim, no good. Coach Marvullo telling her Seahawks to take their time, use some clock here as they are up 19 points. And that's going to be a held ball. Possession back to the Whalers. Perry, both coaches agree that that was probably should have been called a foul, but somehow the held ball called. CC Barnett for 3, no good. Willette gathers the rebound, and she's looking for her deep shot as well. Barnett drives in. She's got an open lane. Nice dish to Tamoy Marner. (49-32). But the clock is now not in the Whalers' friends. Oh, Caroline Correa had it in her hands and unable to control. Balfour gets the offensive rebound. And let's see what we got. We have a meeting in the lane. And it'll be Seahawk ball, he said, I believe. They called a timeout before there was a turnover. So we've got 4:12 to go here in the game. Seahawks are up 17 behind a very good third quarter. And they will most likely move to 3-0 in the Maritime Division, barring a Whalers rally here. But turnovers have once again played Coach Osana's team. They are up over double digits in the second half in turnovers alone. McLean Willette has 15 points to lead the Whalers. Mackenzie Balfour she's got 16 points, and Lily Shanahan with 18 points. Into Balfour, left-handed layup, no good. Willette tips it out, and it'll be Whalers ball. Willette inbounds, and she gets it back from CC Barnett. Perry now dribbling. Excellent defense from the Seahawks. They have guarded the perimeter very nicely and harassed the Whalers ball handlers. Another held ball, and it'll be back over to the Seahawks, already up 17, 3:49 left in the fourth quarter. Foul called on CC Barnett. And Coach Catherine Marvullo is going to chat it up for the final push here with 3:40 to go in the fourth quarter. Seahawks with a comfortable 17-point lead, 49-32. We'll take a second here. You're watching Whaler Sports here on the NSC. .340 left here in the game. A much more energetic Whaler effort, and unfortunately the turnover bug has reared its ugly head here once again in the second half with almost over double digits, over 10 turnovers just in the second half alone. They did a much better job handling the ball. Seahawks turned up the pressure and have extended their lead from 5 points at halftime to now a 17-point lead. But great effort, as always, from our girls varsity basketball team. Great tight-knit group of seniors. Perry, Tamoy Marner, Willette, and a nice pass into Balfour, but she tosses it to nobody. That was actually Jenna Marsh. So turnover quickly as the Whalers will get it back. Inbounds to Tamoy Marner. She looks deep to Barnett, nice pass. Just gets over Shanahan's hands. And she just rips it out of Barnett's hands, but Barnett able to sprint ahead to tap it out of bounds. Into the game, Bella Scialetti for the Seahawks. Jenna Marsh takes a seat. Belfort inbounds for the Seahawks. And a pass in through the lane, back out to Balfour. She makes a move on Willette. Nice little dribble drive, but whistle stops play. Oh, a little hook, offensive foul. Come on, we only see that in the pros. I don't know if Balfour got away with that one, but nonetheless, the whistle is called. And because it's an offensive foul, there are no free throws, but the Whalers will be shooting 1-on-1 as they are now in the bonus. Barnett drives in the lane, pass out, shot, off the rim. She gathers the rebound, throws it up off the rim, no good. And quickly the other way comes Bella Scialetti. Back into the corner, give and go. Balfour gonna pull it out and they will use some clock. Shanahan launches for three, draws nothing. Ten seconds to shoot for the Seahawks, 2:44 left in the game, 49-32 our score. Scialetti unable to hold it, and that will be a turnover. Oh no, tapped out of bounds, so 7 to shoot now. Nice inbounds, foul. As Shanahan drew the foul from Tamoy Marner. .239 to play. 2 shots for Shanahan. First one up and good. And 4 new players for the Whalers, as seems like Coach Osana kind of clearing the bench, but Melanie Bamber into the game. Joan Harris into the game. Quincy Sullivan into the game. Joining Casey Risenborough and Reagan Perry. 2 free throws good for Shanahan. And Sullivan is fouled. And that'll be 1-on-1 for Quincy Sullivan, looking for her first points of the game. Whalers in the bonus. Eighteen fouls on the Seahawks, so they're shooting 1-on-1 here. First free throw, no good. And Balfour up with it quickly, but they will likely slow it down here and use some clock. Inside, nice little pump fake, up and in. Good hoop from Mavis O'Neill. Perry dribbling. Bamber in the corner. Turnover. And back the other way, slowing it up and missing the layup. And a held ball as Quincy Sullivan held onto it. Reagan Perry will play her final minutes here, replaced by Ferreira. And we are under 2 minutes to play. 53-32, the Seahawk lead. And Ferreira gets it over to Davis in the corner. Perimeter passing. Davis, shot up, off the rim, no good. Bamber after it, but it'll be Shanahan gathering it. And a foul called as she, a little too much body, a little aggressive. Oh no, out of bounds on Shanahan, so it will be Whalers ball. I stand corrected. Into Risenborough, she makes a move quickly and puts it up and rolls out. They have had a few of those for the Whalers. And it will be Seahawk ball. Shanahan takes a seat. She's had a heck of a ball game. And that give and go once again, Balfour. And the Seahawks now using some clock, down to 10 to shoot. Balfour will launch for three, off the rim. Sullivan controls. And Bamber had released, but unable to see it was Quincy Sullivan. Deflected, and it'll be the Seahawks back the other way. Reese Moore's head into the game. Her first action for the Seahawks. Balfour. Get a couple of new bodies for the Seahawks. Balfour drives in and scores. Timeout called by the Seahawks. As Coach Catherine Marvulo is now emptying her bench for the final push here. .40 seconds to go, but it will be Cape Cod Academy sweeping the basketball as both the boys and girls for the Whalers will go down. Boys lost earlier after a good first half, 75-61 the final. You can mark it down next Tuesday the 8th. Those same Seahawks come into the gym. And again, that will be a great matchup of top tier basketball teams. The Whalers will drop their 6th game in a row, although albeit a much better effort. Turnovers plagued the Whalers here in the second half as the Seahawks were able to extend the lead from just 3 points at halftime. And as it stands right now, 55-32, 23-point lead with just 40 seconds left. See if the Whalers can get a couple of buckets here. So Sullivan into Ferreira, Bamber, Risenborough, and Boylan, the 5 for the Whalers. Pass to Boylan. She wasn't quite ready to shoot. Looking off Quincy Sullivan's hands, but she's unable to control it, and it's a layup attempt, no good. Second shot up and in for number 2, Alex Daigle. So 57-32, and we're under 10 seconds, despite what our scoreboard says. And pass over to Boylan, and unable to get a shot off as we have reached zeros. So the final score here from John J. O'Neill Gymnasium, Seahawks of Cape Cod Academy come in and put up 57 points. Whalers unable to overcome turnovers in the second half, scoring just 32. Coach Osana and Coach Marvulo meet at midcourt. We'll see them again as the Whalers will travel off to Cape Cod Academy later on in February. For the Whalers, McLean Willett led the way with 15 points. Mackenzie Balfour Lily Shanahan. Both had great games. Shanahan ended up with 20. Balfour with 16. That give and go for them was quite effective. Whalers had no answer for it. As always, thanks very much for joining us here on the Nantucket Sports Connection. Thanks to NCTV 18 for their help and support in our broadcast. Our next broadcast isn't until Saturday. Both the hockey teams are off island tomorrow against Barnstable. So you can follow them on, I think Barnstable will be live streaming on YouTube. So Saturday afternoon, we will have hockey as the Vineyard. Hopefully, if weather doesn't affect things, come over. We'll be over at the Gallows. Girls Hoopsters also in action against the Vineyard. So we'll see if we can get both games, but the timing is a little tight for us to commit to both. But we'll see what we can do here, you know. You never know. Either way, we look forward to seeing you right here on the Nantucket Sports Connection for all the live action of your Nantucket Whalers. For Sean Davis, I'm Chris Morris. Thanks again for joining us tonight. Final from John J. O'Neill, the Seahawks 57, your Whalers 32. Have a great evening, Whalers Nation.